All right, what is up, everyone? We are back, and you have made it to course number 3 of playing the #1 course in all 50 states. Let's get into it. Man, I just realized this is like my first time talking this morning. It's like 8:30 in the morning, so it's kind of early. But we're in Marrero, Louisiana. We are like 30 minutes outside of New Orleans. We're like just right on the border of Louisiana and Mississippi. I know nothing about this course other than the course name when I looked it up. Right now it looks pretty cool, but we are at the Parc de Familles, French. So awesome. Great name so far. Like that will score well. I'm glad that's one of my criteria for scoring. As usual, we are playing from the longest tees. I believe it's the blue tees, but there are 3 tee pads at each pin location. So a lot of options, a lot of variation going into this course, but we're gonna be playing from the back, playing all 18 stroke play. If you haven't watched the first 2 videos, the playlist is linked below in the description. If you click that, it'll take you to the others if you wanna watch those as well. If not, I hope you enjoy this one. I kind of have high hopes for this one. I think this is my first time spending like a good amount of time in Louisiana. Like a lot of times our family just passed through like on our way to Florida. So this is my first time really spending like significant time here. Pretty cool little place, honestly. And there's some people talking, some older fellas talking, and they just have that deep, like Cajun, I guess is the word, accent. So it's actually kind of fun to like hear that in person, but let's get started. All right, it's pretty swampy today too. I think they just got like surprise snow that they're definitely not used to getting. So it's kind of melting, but it's just made everything marshy, especially being down here like in Louisiana anyway. So got to keep it in the fairways. Getting off the fairways looks pretty treacherous. So got to keep it clean today. Hole 1, starting off with a par 3, it is 297 from the back tee pad. Looks like you kind of have 2 alleyways here. You can either go forehand or you can go backhand. I'm gonna go 2 off the top as normal, so I'm probably gonna go 1 of each just to get warm here. All right, up first, we're gonna go backhand. Throwing the Mockingbird from Lone Star. This was Jake Hebenheimer's Tour Series disc last year. He gave me a nice stack of them when I was with him in Texas, so I'm gonna give these a whirl. Oh, shoot. All right, that actually looked like it was gonna be good. Oh, geez, I'm stiff. Oh, I think I'm gonna go FX2. I'm gonna try to get like some Anheuser and go like this tree right in the middle. I'm gonna try to go to the right side on Anheuser and let it pan and then swing back around. Oh, nose up, that was really bad. Be in the fairway though. Stick. All right, both of those were really bad. All right, hole 1, and I'm already stepped in a puddle, so now my socks are wet the rest of the round. We're just gonna try to get up and down here for par and move on. Or get a birdie. Ooh. All right, I went a little deep, it looks like. Well, okay, I went like 20 deep maybe, but still, first putt of the day, you like to see these fall. Stay up. Yes. I'm telling you, the ExoSoft putter, if you watched, which one? Arkansas one. I had a couple putts that just bounced off the rim like that and went in. One thing I will say, that especially because it is swampy, these tee pads are absolutely massive. So it's not even like you're kind of like squishing into the grass before you're running up. Like if you're someone that comes off to the side, but you can be on the tee pad. They're probably 12-ish feet long and probably, I mean, more than 6 feet wide. They're huge. Hole 2 is a par 4, 564 feet. It looks like you just kind of throw something straight out there and then it's kind of tucked to the left maybe by the sign. I'm not sure. I can't see the basket, but I imagine barring a good tee shot, I should be able to see it after. All right, I was debating on forehand or backhand, but I think the forehand is just way more open and I can just throw, and for me, definitely more controllable, but I can just throw something on hyzer and throw it out to 300 feet and then have like a 250, 260 shot into the basket. Get off those trees. Yeah, that's like exactly what I wanted. Oh, is there another tree over there? I think there's another tree past. I couldn't see it, but it just goes thunk. All right, we've located the basket. Straight ahead here, my disc is sitting right at the base of this tree. All right, I am sitting like right at a puddle too, so I'm gonna give myself, what's it called? Casual relief. and I guess not take a stroke. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but I'm doing it. Oof, I don't even think I really want to throw forehand either because this tree's right in front. Hole 2, and I'm already gonna say this once, this is either gonna be really good or really bad. I'm gonna go backhand detour flat and just get a little bit of turn. I would love a birdie on this hole, but I would take par, but I think this is how I could potentially get a birdie from here. Get off that tree. That was fine. I think I'm short still. I might have like a C2 putt, but I didn't hate that shot. All right, don't quote me on this. I believe these are cypress trees. I want to say that's right. And honestly, I don't know if that's like 100%. I'm not like super knowledgeable about trees, but like, I feel like I heard that in Red Dead Redemption at some point, like running through Saint Denis. So that's definitely what it feels like. That's the vibes I get from this place right now. I just need a horseback. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, I can just imagine, this goes back to my Red Dead players here. If this was the summertime and there's leaves on the trees and it's hot and there's like a ton of bugs and stuff, like mosquitoes everywhere, like it wouldn't surprise me if there's like crocodiles running around in the water or something, but that's very much what this place feels like. All right, hole 3, very birdieable here. 267 foot par 3. It's just down and tucked to the right. Just gonna be a stock forehand. I think I'm gonna go FX2. I think my captain's drafter might be too much stability. I guess I could try to flex it, but I think I'm just gonna try to go FX2 flat at those trees in the middle. I guess probably fade behind. This looks like what I wanna do and just skip towards the basket. For those that don't know, I'm 24 years old, but I still think I'm like 18 where I don't have to like warm up or anything. So the first couple holes actually have my shoulder hurting a little bit already. Oh, that was actually a good tree kick. Wow. Get past. Ah! That's the tree to beat right there. Dang. That was funny. That was not going to turn enough, and I clipped an early branch, and it like offset the flight and then actually put it on Anheuser. So that was kind of crazy. Very fortunate. All right, if I end up beating this tree right here, I'm probably skipping to the basket. I think I'm probably pushing circle's edge, but I still think I might be in circle. But very makeable putt here. And it looks like I can really give it a run because there's a lot behind. Come on, let's go. Love that. Also, if you didn't watch the Texas video, I think Jake has a few tips on there, but he like worked with me for like 15 minutes after the video fixing my form, basically everything about it, forehand, backhand, putting, and like I just feel more confident now. Even if I'm not doing like maybe the exact right thing, I feel a lot better doing it. I mean, look at this fairway right here. Insane. It looks so cool actually. Okay, we are officially 1 down right now. Hole 4, 852 foot par 5. It looks like it's pretty straight. I think the basket is technically probably on the right side of the fairway, but it's probably just gonna be like a 350 shot, 350 shot, and then maybe have something to get up there for birdie, but I don't know. Gotta keep it clean though on this fairway. All right, I think I'm gonna go forehand destroyer on this one. The gap is just way more open than trying to do something like turnover backhand, especially where I'm at in my skill level here. So probably something that just pushes like 350 and fades, because I think the basket is on the right side. So if I can fade that way, then maybe it opens up a little more. Yes, stay behind that tree, or get in front, I mean. Oh, sit. All right, the skip would have got me to the right side of the fairway, but again, those trees, they have such wide bottoms, it's tough to get around them. I really can't imagine what this course looks like in the summertime because these trees are so pretty anyways, but when they have leaves on them, I bet it's game changing. All right, I actually rolled like comically far away from the tree that I hit, so I'm kind of in a bad spot behind these guys. It's tough. I can see the basket. It is a long ways down there. I did not make it very far off the tee. And honestly, I think even I was trying to get right side of the fairway. I don't even think. I think I needed maybe like 75 to 80 feet longer distance to have like a clean tee shot. So if you're ever out here, just know, if you remember the one tree I hit, get past that tree. I think I'm gonna try to go just same disc forehand and cut it off again. That's the beauty of par 5s, is that I could still get a birdie. Dude, and I don't know if we're by a four. Oh my gosh, there they are. I haven't been able to find them. They've been going crazy today. These fighter jets just going side by side. I don't even know if you can hear me right now. Can anyone tell me how fast those things go? Or is it like Mach speed? Like Mach, what does Tom Cruise go? Mach 9 or something? I don't think that's like a real thing, but what Mach speed do fighter jets typically go? Overturn, give me a kick. I have no idea where that went. All right, well, I think we're just gonna ride this disc to the end. Right on the edge of the fairway. I was a little scared, but it turned out just fine. I do need to dry it off though. We're probably, I don't know, I bet, what was this, 850? I bet we're still 400 feet away, or maybe high 300s away from the basket. So big shot here. There is a gap. So if I hit it, I think we're putting for birdie. Man, I'm turning everything over. Gosh dang it, dude, I'm doing it again. Okay, I do not know what's behind the basket. I thought about maybe like trying to give this a little run because there's trees behind, but I don't know if there's like some swampy pond going on. So I think I'm just gonna try to do, I guess, a normal upshot. Just try to get close. Now sit. Oh my gosh. Wow, I threw that a lot harder than anticipating, but thank goodness I hit something or else that would have went way past. That was almost crazy. Yeah, thank goodness for this basket because I would have went way along. And granted, there's no water, so that would have been like, I guess fine, but as far as the par goes, would have made it much harder. I can't believe that almost went in. I literally thought, I don't even remember what I thought. I thought it was short, I guess. Maybe it was long. I don't even remember. I did not expect that though. Okay, I think I'm still one down, I believe. Hole, what was that, 3 is my only birdie. We're on hole 5 now, par 4, 601 feet. It looks like it's just one shot out into the open, and then it's down into the left, just dog leg, standard dog leg. So I'm gonna throw the rive, a little bit of hyzer. If it flips up, great. If it just rides hyzer, I think that's fine too. I can't see the basket from here, so just gotta get in the open. Oh, that might be too much. I don't know if we'll be able to get there. I'm pretty tucked on the left side of the fairway here. If I step out, I can see the basket. I think it just has to be like some kind of hyzer, but you want to throw it low to get kind of a skip because of the branches, but at the same time, the ground is wet, so I really don't know if it's actually gonna skip. And it's a pretty good ways out there. I think I'm just gonna go destroyer hard and like low, like mid height, like almost try to throw it flat. Let it hyzer around. If I get a big skip, great. If not, I guess it'll have to be another par. Just like that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Double bounce there. I think I might be off the fairway on the left side somehow. That like, the first skip was like a normal skip, and then that second one, it like hit a little boost pad or something. All right, I mean, we're probably circle's edge here. And my mindset changed like just on the walk over here. I thought this was for par, but this is for birdie. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a run because why not? But if I miss, it's actually like really no big deal. And I missed, yeah. That was my problem. And granted, that time I didn't do it. So when I was with Jake, he was saying like, he was asking me like, what spot on the basket am I pointing at? And I was like, I'm really just looking at the basket. And he's like, that's why you missed left. It's like, cause you're aiming at the basket. He's like, either put a little anhyzer on your putt and get him to go straighter, or just find a specific spot on there. That time I was looking at the whole basket and I missed left. So it's almost like top professionals know what they're talking about. All right, I'm self-proclaiming this one the best hole in the course so far. Granted, this is only hole 6, but we're looking at 272, tight tunnel shot. It is just sitting in a wide open fairway. You got to get through all the trees. It's just throw something as straight as you possibly can and get it there. I love this shot, actually. I think just to make sure I get through the gap, I still want to do the straight shot. I thought about like flexing the FX2, but I don't know how tight it is on the left. So I think I'm gonna try to go like flip up Prez Athena like I did in Persimmon Ridge. Just flip up to flat and hold. I don't know, I think the distance is good for this one. Skip in. Oh my gosh. All right, just threw that one about 300 feet. I definitely went way too long. Well, actually, okay, not way too long. I'm in circle 2, but if I could have just toned down on that, or like if I need to start trying this with my mids, like my M2 or something might have like enough stability to try to flip up. But if I could get that, then I think I would have the shot for this hole. Low. My putts have been so stupid recently. I honestly think it's the putter. I'm putting with soft now, but the weather's low-key getting warmer, like the more south I move. So I don't want to spoil everything, but I'll be in a pretty warm state, typically really warm state here in just like a few days. So it's like, I'll probably switch back to the XO hard links for the duration of this trip, actually. All right, not a lot of room behind the basket, so we're up close and personal for this one. Hole 7, it says 267. Looks like it's down and to the right. I can't see it from here, but I think I'm probably just gonna go Captain's Raptor or FX2. Hyzer forehand, let it skip that way, and maybe get another birdie. Inside, but it actually might be good. Go in. I say go in like I know where the basket's at. That shot right there is tough because you want to be happy because I think I'm in a really good spot, but I missed the line by like a good 15 feet. Let's go. All right, it's kind of funny thinking about it actually on my walk over to this hole. Typically par 3s are like quote unquote the harder ones to birdie because you have to throw like a good tee shot really to get the birdie. You know what I mean? You can throw them from anywhere, but to typically get the birdie, you have to like be pretty close. Where the par 4s and par 5s are usually easier because you can kind of sacrifice one shot or you can have one bad shot and still get in position to get a birdie. So I think it's funny that my only 2 birdies of the day have been par 3s, but I'll take it. Hole 8, saying that, hole 8 is also a par 3, 249 feet. It's basically just the opposite hole. It's now backhand hyzer to the left, blind tee shot. It is only 250, so I'll probably go, I don't know, stable mid and maybe, nah, probably not the zone, maybe stable mid and tack on another one. All right, well that is unfortunate. Would have liked to birdie this one. I really would have liked to throw in a good tee shot right there because now that I can see the basket, it's super open. Like if you just beat this tree on hyzer, funnels right to the basket. That being said, I squared the tree. So I'm gonna go Berg. I will give this one a little run because why not? Come on. Over the top. How's the line? I mean, I can't be mad with that. All right, par's fine. I believe we're still 2 under. I think I only have 2 birdies on the day. Not bad. I forgot to mention, this is just a public park. They're open every single day from 7 until dusk or something like that, you know what the sign says. So if you're ever in the area, I would definitely stop by. I think if I had time to play this course again, I would play from the shorts because especially on like these par 3s, it's like just a lot of like low 200s ace runs, which would be kind of fun. But I love this course right now, all that. All right, last hole on the front 9 here, hole 9, 611 foot par 4. Looks like it's just out there and to the right. Seems to be a trend with all these holes. You just dogleg one way or the other. Looks like it's gonna be just big forehand out there, maybe like 350, and then hopefully you can see the basket coming back. All right, I'm gonna throw a forehand. Just, I don't know, maybe touch a hyzer, but flat-ish. I have to give it height. I've been like throwing everything just into the ground, so give it height. Oh, finally. Let's go. Don't you just love when you actually do what you're trying to do? Oh, all right. And I noticed the difference. So the other times I've really been like, I feel like I've been coming down and really trying to throw it. In which I don't know if this is good practice or not, but it worked. I just try to keep my body up. That way, instead of my arm slot coming down through, it was just coming flat. It worked. All right, this is not an easy shot here. It just all kind of funnels down tight, like almost cones into the green. I'm gonna go backhand with my Proto F3, I think. The forehand is almost just like a bailout, right? Which is like the better spot to be. The left is definitely like the thicker rough. The forehand's a bailout, but I think if I throw a good shot with some turn to the right side and fade, I could get to the basket. Maybe too much turn? Yeah, too much turn. Yeah, not high enough. Well, I think the height was fine actually. I threw it on too much hyzer. Just got too turned, but honestly, this knockdown's not bad. Also, I just went back, again, if you've been following along, my phone just dies randomly now. So it died like on hole 2, I think, or something like that. So I haven't been keeping my score, but I'm keeping it now. The par, the 600 something par, I thought it was a par 4. I took a 4. It was actually only, it says par 3 on UDisc. So I don't know what my score is. I'll have to check at the end. I yanked it, miss. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay, never mind. All right, well, that was a whirlwind of emotions right there. All right, I just did a little bit of recon because I really wanted to throw a good shot here. I thought it was to the right, but the tee sign is actually pretty accurate. There's like 2 trees. If you split that gap, the basket's sitting like just to the left. So technically it's just like a straight shot that hyzers. So I'm gonna give this one another chance. I wanna throw this disc good for myself, but also for Jake. Granted, he's not sponsored by them anymore, so it doesn't really matter, but I wanna throw a good shot. Get stable now for me. Distance was good, just something more stable would have been fine. All right, just did the math. Officially, I was wrong. I'm crossing fairways with hole 5. I thought that one on UDisc, I was off on my numbers, so that one was a par 4. I got a 4. So I was gonna say, I don't think I've bogeyed today. I don't believe so. And I have 2 birdies, so I'm 2 down on the round, officially. That being said, the Berg is getting a lot of work today. And had I thrown this straight or maybe like a little more hyzer, I would have been under the bucket. Too much anhyzer. It's fine. All right, I feel better about the round. I was like, I don't think I'm 1 up or 1 down, so I feel better. All right, I just said it there, but I am official 2 down for the round. Probably could have had a few more birdies, but again, not knowing anything about this course. What can you ask for? Hole 11, par 4, 604 feet. I just saw it. For me, it's gonna be a forehand that fades kind of back towards the middle of the fairway, and then it's sitting, I think, behind another clump of trees. I don't know, I haven't birdied a par 4 yet, so maybe this will be the first one. I don't remember if I said this or not. I definitely thought it multiple times. This course in the summer, minus the bugs and like mosquitoes and stuff, would probably be so sick when there's leaves on the trees. Makes everything like way tighter, but so far I'm having a blast. See, did it again. Stayed tall, threw a freaking good shot. Oh my gosh. Finally. Isn't it just so satisfying? Let me know what you guys are working on in the comments on your own game, and let me know like just how satisfying is it when you actually do what you're trying to do? Because that's really satisfying for me. Okay, so I definitely got right of the fairway enough to like have some kind of line, but it's pretty tight. You gotta throw something flat that's just gonna hyzer at the end, no forehand option, and there's a ton of little scraggly branches on the trees. So you gotta get clean to have a chance like for birdie here. Oh, and I think I did it. Okay. Probably could have thrown a mid. I threw a 9-speed and I went deep. So like straight mid would have been fine. I might be in circle, but I definitely went deep. All right, I foresee maybe a little layup situation incoming. I could probably go to a knee, but the ground's wet, so I really don't want to do that. Because I want to try to make it. I hate just laying up, especially like if I'm out here, I might as well, you know, even if it like sacrifices the score. So I'm gonna try to make it. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was actually a lot closer than I thought it was gonna be. Not sure if you could actually see that, but a little tap in. Okay, hole 12, 608 par 4. Another just dog leg type hole. I'm gonna throw something stable out. Hopefully be able to see the basket. I guess I'd like to get, I really just need 300, and then try to have a putt, but maybe try to bite off a little more on the tee shot here. You're also there's like no room, it's just a thorn bush, so you're very close to the tee pads. I don't even know if you'll catch these. I'll try my best though. Oh, it's so good. Please don't skip a bunch. Oh, it did. Oof. All right, well, I don't think it's gonna be in the rough. It kind of opens up a little bit, but might be a little pinched. Yeah, low key, honestly could have gone like flex forehand. It ended up on the right side. Granted, or I just don't get a big skip, but I'm kind of tucked on the left. It's gonna be a flex forehand in, and it's sitting like up and to the right. It's gonna be a tough shot here. Would be awesome to execute this one. Oh, too stable. Okay, hit something and fell down. I think that's right by the basket. I might be a little short, but I don't know, might be another par. Get up. Here we go. All right, I'm 3 down now. I believe it was 6 to play. Hole 13, 311 feet, kind of a straight shot. I think you can either choose forehand or backhand, something that maybe flexes a little bit, but it's just right down there. You gotta really miss that thicker tree in the middle of the fairway. I think if you just get on either side of that, you'll be all right. I will throw this disc good once today. Oh, there it is. No. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Dang it, dude. Clipped the tiniest little branch that kind of got it stable again, but I think if that turned a little more, granted, I don't know what's down there if I would have hit something else, but it looked really good. It was really good. Oh my gosh, I almost pulled that one, trying to not pull it. Right now I'm a par 3 merchant. All right, a little 4 down now. We're kind of putting together a decent little round here. Honestly, if I played this course again, and I haven't played the rest of the course, like the rest of the holes, but if I played this course again, I think realistically by this point I could probably be like 7. I think I missed a few of the par 4s that are definitely gettable, but 4 down, I will certainly take that at this point. Hole 14 is another par 3, 310 feet it looks like, straight shot. It's kind of a tight fairway, but straight shot. Could probably throw the same shot I threw last hole. I could also probably go like that Perez Athena flip up forehand, but I don't know, I got options. All right, I'm actually gonna do something a little crazy here. I'm gonna go detour, try to just get like the slightest flip up to flat and just let it ride. I just wanna see if I can get it there. Oh, too much turn, kick, yes. Love it when it listens. Circle to look with the detour. Honestly, I guess maybe a little more hyzer. As we were walking, it kind of opens up. It was definitely a little more head windy than I was anticipating, but this would be a great putt to make. I can't decide. I think I'm gonna try to jump it or step it and be really bad. All right, that was, yeah, I didn't know what to do there. All right, hole 15, 888 feet, par 5, which is really nice. You have 2 alleyways right off the tee. You can either go forehand or backhand. It looks like it's another just gradual dog leg. It's kind of the theme for this course. Another dog leg, but this one goes to the right. Again, you're really close to the tee pad. There's no room behind, so you might see these, you might not. That is so good. Get around all that. Yes. Oh my gosh, that is way up there. All right, really good tee shot. I think based on, I went a good ways in front of the short pin. So I think this one ended up going about 350-ish, which was, you know, pretty flat forehand. I'm just gonna chip up. I think it goes down like into the mouth up there. So I think I'm just gonna chip up, but I can't decide if I want to do forehand or backhand. I think I'm gonna go backhand just because I think it opens up, like I think it just opens up the fairway more. I can't really tell. Oh, please skip. Oh boy. All right, well that wasn't good. Okay, this is a tough shot. I'm pinched off and the basket is sitting on the left side, it looks like. So it's like I could probably try to do some kind of crazy turnover that I'm not good at, or I just lay up, go, and then try to get my 5. All right, we're gonna try to smooth this detour, maybe like flat to a touch of Annie. Oh my gosh. that wasn't like, I feel like a very difficult shot for like the majority. I feel really good that I just kept that in the fairway. All right, it's tough to not be able to capitalize on some par fives, but I feel like the fact that I'm getting a par on this one after my second shot is really nice. And the Berg is just one of those discs. It just does what I want it to do every single time. I don't know if the camera can quite capture how cool these trees are, but stuff like that, I love looking at stuff like that. The moss hanging down on them. See how far we can zoom in. Look at all that. I don't know. Cool. All right, hole 16, 292. Just a nice little chip forehand. Something out wide that skips. I think I'm actually gonna go kind of club stability to the captain's raptor. Something that skips over to the side. I mean, all things considered, looks like a fairly easy birdie. Get off that tree. Yes, oh. Just saw a sign, we're kind of right by a river that said beware of alligators and snakes. Haven't seen any snakes today, so we're good there. I doubt we'll see alligators. Truth be told, I don't know what they do when it's cold outside, so I don't know if they went like lower into the river or what, but would have been kind of cool. Right at the basket again, every single time. Oh, and actually probably would have went in had I had the height, but I've said this in previous videos. I putt right at the basket, regardless of distance. I don't know why. All right, home stretch here. 17, 18 to go. Hole 17 is a par 4, 588 feet. It looks like you just got to get out of this gap and then it's up. Again, it kind of, it's not, I wouldn't say it's dogleg this time. I'll save it from dogleg this time, but it does just finish up to the right. I'm gonna go forehand, out through the gap. Let's get a birdie. See, and then I threw it down. Sit, please. What a skip. Sit. Oh boy. All right, really unfortunate. I think even with, like, if I could have just stayed up here, I would have had like an easy shot in, but now I'm gonna have some kind of weird, maybe a roller or something. I don't even know if you can see me. I'm just gonna throw the same disc and get out because I didn't grab another one. It is a straight shot though, it wasn't a dog leg. Just get through that. Yeah, all right. All right, we just gotta get up and down here. Coming out of the bag for the first time today, the zone, which actually is kind of crazy, but really hasn't. It's a lot of tight fairways, so I don't want stuff that fades hard, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm pretty sure I was right in line with that, but went a little straighter than I thought. It is kind of right to left, I guess, but I don't know. We're probably like 15, 20. That time, I took my time, I looked at a specific spot, and I hit the specific spot. It's crazy, just a little bit of concentration. You're lying if you don't think there's a gator somewhere in this water in here. All right, they really had me on this course until hole 18. Definitely gonna have to dock some points. It's 561 par 4, but it's like, it's just in the most random spot. Like they definitely could have fit like a couple more holes. Like I had to walk across the street. They definitely could have fit a couple more holes on that other side that fit the same like aesthetic as the rest of the course. This one is like, they just made it hard by having to throw over this pond and then throw over another pond. Like this isn't like, I wouldn't consider this a good hole, but 561, just gotta get out. Like honestly, I might just lay up over here because I really don't want to lose a disc. I mean, there's a good enough spot. I'll try it. It might turn out to be a fine hole. Please get through all that. No. All right, so yeah, I don't like this hole. All right, play from the drop zone, which I think technically is probably more so for your second shot than your first, but I wasn't about to re-tee, throw another in the water and do all that stuff, so I'm playing from here. I guess I could, because yeah, there's no way I should be able to throw out of bounds on my first and still be able to maybe like birdie the hole. So that didn't seem quite right, but we're just gonna lay this one up, give ourselves a 4, and go back for the review here. All right, that is it for course number 3, Parc de Familles I honestly love the course until hole 18. Hole 18, I wouldn't say ruined it for me, but it definitely, my opinion has changed. If that was hole 1 and I could have the rest of the course to get over it, maybe things would be different. And a little bit of recency bias being 18, it's fresh in the brain. I did not like that hole. I think it was pretty gimmicky, but overall, I love the course. I had a great time here. The landscape is obviously a lot different than Missouri. So that's something, it's warm, like I'm sweating right now. I'm about to go take this off. So let's go back to the van for the official rating. All right, we are back for the official review. First off, the course name, number 1 here, Parc de Familles, awesome name. Sick name, actually, and I think it fits with being like, you know, the South Louisiana. We're down in the bayou a little bit, I think. I honestly don't know where that's considered, but Parc de Familles, I feel like it's not uncommon to have the French, you know, name in the either the city names or just, you know, the names of things like this. I love it. I think it's a great name. I think it's gonna be my first 9.0 name, course name this year. I think there's probably going to be some more. You know, I've been looking a little bit, you know, ahead to the future, but my first 9.0 name right there. Number 2 is the accessibility. This is a public park, so they might be closed holidays, I'm not sure, but as it stands, like on their signs, they're open Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week, from 7 a.m. until dusk, whenever that may be. I'm guessing, yeah, obviously that fluctuates throughout the year. So they're open all the time. I think I'm gonna give this one a 9.0 as well. It's tough for me to give 10s when it's a free course and you can play it all the time. I came yesterday actually and it was closed. I think that was from the unexpected snow that they got, but it was closed yesterday when I tried to play. So I will take that into account. Number 3 is the quality of the course. Honestly, I mean, you can only do so much with having a bunch of snow and then that just melting into the water and it just being like super swampy. And there were people out here like trying to maintain it and everything. So I don't know. I think quality of the course also goes to, and really my enjoyment, which is the next one, the shots too. The landscape and everything is absolutely incredible, super beautiful out here. I can't imagine what it looks like in the summer with leaves on the trees, but as far as like the quality of the course, I was throwing the same shots. It was like hyzer forehand, hyzer backhand. There's just dog legs everywhere on the course. Like 75% at least was just some stock hyzer kind of shot. So I think that takes away a lot from the quality of the course. It wasn't like I was just carving through the woods, you know what I mean? And it wasn't like it was just an open bomber course. But yeah, I think that kind of took some away from me. So I think what I got down here for the quality of the course is a 7.6 right now. And you guys might think that's low, but I don't know. I think that's pretty fair. Then lastly, number 4 is my enjoyment of the course. I enjoyed the course a lot, having never played it before. But again, I think just throwing a lot of the same exact shots over and over again, kind of like it ran its course. And then hole 18, there's definitely some recency bias there. I just think that was a bad hole. There was definitely like ways that they could have fit it on. Like you had to go across the street to get to that one, and 17, I guess. But 17, the drive was cool. The second and everything was just into an open field. So the last couple holes, I don't know, not great. They definitely could have fit them somewhere on this side where it fit like the aesthetic of the rest, you know, with all these cypress trees. But so I think for my overall enjoyment of the course, being a new course obviously is always fun, but again, I was throwing a lot of the same shots and I don't know, that gets boring after a while. But so I think I have a 7.8 for my enjoyment of the course. And it's nothing, I didn't hate this course at all. You're just throwing the same shots over and over again. You know what I mean? So the average of this course is an 8.35. Which I believe it's either solo second now, or I think it's actually tied with the Hideaway. It'll be on the screen for you so you can see them all. Persimmon Ridge is still at an 8.5. It is still the top, but we still have a ton of courses to play. It's gonna be tough to beat, being like a world-renowned course. It's gonna be tough to beat, but there are a few on the list that I think will probably take the cake. I'm hoping so, because these courses are very, very, very hyped up. So, only time will tell, right? But that is it for this one. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe. Again, those people that watch this and the people that subscribe, I literally wouldn't be able to do this if it weren't for you guys. So I want to thank you for that, and maybe encourage you to subscribe so you can keep me out here doing this. But that is it. We will see you in the next state. I'll even let you know. We are going to Mississippi, right across the border. We will see you in the next one. Ozark Mountain, this to the moon.